Makta Diop, World Bank Vice President for Africa, once held the office of Finance Minister for Senegal. And one day, he decided to take a taxi and ask the cab driver about the economy.
At the time, the taxi driver told me something that I will never forget, and it's very, very important. Is that I'm sitting all the time on the radio hearing this Minister for Finance, and you don't know there was a guy sitting in the back, talking about growth, talking about but I don't eat growth. And it was very, very simple statement, but very powerful statement. I don't eat growth.
In effect, poor people do not eat the growth numbers that technocrats and politicians throw around while they give public speeches.
It means that growth in our country occurred in capital-intensive sectors, in commodities, in telecom, in utilities which are being liberalized. Those created growth, created a robust growth, but don't create enough jobs. And that was reflected by the stagnation that we have in agriculture in all of our continent.
So agriculture as a sector that employed most people in Uganda did not change people's lives and was neglected, while the telecom and banking industries targeting a few did actually grow. The government of Uganda has asked the World Bank, therefore, to assist it in the area of agriculture growth going forward. Uganda, on the other hand, while waiting for the oil resources, is borrowing to invest in infrastructure. Might not the debt accumulate, leading to the oil resources being used to pay debt instead of investment?
Our debt is mostly concessional. And what is concessional debt? It is debt we get from entities like the World Bank, which is our biggest non-concessional lender, but also from some bilaterals, where the interest rate is typically under 1% fixed. And you have a payback period of over 20 years, 20 to 40 years.
In other words, according to Maria Chwanuka, Uganda can afford to borrow and to comfortably pay back. Was Uganda a ground for experimenting for World Bank policies over 50 years? To some extent. And lessons have been admittedly learned. Some of Ssettumba, NTV Business.